Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
What is up, fam? I see everybody down there in the chat. Welcome to American Dream Trading's the Aftermarket Weekend Watch Party. I figured I'd come on here and hang out for about an hour or so, and let's watch some EWO training videos, because that is going to be probably the best thing that we could do to help us with handling those jitters. The EWO training is there to help you get in properly, just like Coach mentioned over in the Discord and the membership lounge. Entry is everything. And if you're scared to enter, or you get in and you're not sure if the trade's going to work out, well, we don't know if the trade's going to work out. But EWO training can help you eliminate a lot of those fears, because it works. David Beck tested it 10 gazillion times. It works. So welcome. Let's see what we got down here. Wow, hold on. Big Rig Dave, what's going on? Mark McCullough, I know who you are. I like the new icon. He is a guitarist, Mark McC. What's going on? Hey, listen, don't panic about the link. Jen just hollered in and said you guys are talking about the link. It's still being worked on, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the link in the chat down there, so you guys will be able to join in a little bit. Future Trader, what's going on? Jay Stone, does that stand for Josh Stone? Remember Josh Stone? God, she could sing her ass off. Vegan Knowledge JJ, my lovely wife, how are you? I love you. Let's go. That's right. Miguel, is that Miguel Lara? Hey, Miguel Lara, how you doing, honey? Always attending the aftermarket. Thank you, Miguel Lara, for your support. Love you, brother. All right, Todd Cooper. That's a new name. Todd Cooper, how you doing? Silver Springs Coin, welcome. That's another one I've not seen before. Francisco Jacques, welcome. Okay, so if you got TJ, what's going on, bro? So check this out, all these new names. If you guys are not members of American Dream Trading, the link is in the description of the video. Go click that link to join and become a member right away. You need to join the VIP membership, because that includes all of Coach's services that he offers. Speaking of Coach, shout out to Coach. We are American Dream Trading, which is a group that has been created by 30-year stock market veteran Chad W. Christian. And he has become like a brother to me, really. I mean, really. He is our trainer, and he owns American Dream Trading, and he teaches us, with all of his years of experience, how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in between. And we are grateful to him that he lets us come on his YouTube channel and just kind of chill out and talk about our day trading in the stock market throughout the course of the week, and then have these watch parties on the weekends. So, you know, he's got a ton of videos. Shout out to Carter. Carter does an amazing job editing and putting all those videos on YouTube, so that we have that as a as learning tools to be able to continue to focus on his strategies, even when we don't have him there. But we're lucky, because we get to have him every morning. Because we're VIPs, we get to have him every morning in the VIP room from 8:15 on up to 8:45, all to ourselves. So if you want to get a one-on-one type style training with Coach, you better join the VIP program, because that's the only way you're going to get it. Speaking of which, don't forget, I'm not sure if the VIP is on sale or not, but the VIP includes trading view indicators. It includes monthly workshop classes. It includes hot stock picks every morning, pre-market setup. It includes the morning meetings with Coach. So better get on board. So I got a few videos queued up, and if you guys want to come up here, a couple people want to come up here with me, and we can critique these videos and help everybody. while we go over Coach's rules, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat down there for you. All right, there we go. Also located in the description of the video is the tip jar link. This is how I supplement my income. So if there are any donations, there is where you want to put them. And if you do that today, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for, for coming and hanging out and maybe putting $2 or $3 in there if you can. Guys, all right, we got somebody. We got a taker. We got a taker. I knew it would be you. I knew it would be you. Where's my cursor? There he is. What is going on? Howdy.
Hello?
Howdy. I used your word. How you doing today?
Let me get the volume turned up here a little here. Good.
Cool beans, man. I queued up. I went to the stocks and education section over in Discord and queued up the EWO training videos. So, and it's so funny because I said I was going to do it, and I was watching them earlier today, and Coach was talking about how I guess he was answering a question about the EWO strategy and how it works. And I'm like, damn, that's what I was going to focus on. So cool beans, man.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are you doing? I thought you were watching a football game this weekend. Oh, you said there wasn't.
No. Oh, my team got eliminated last week.
Oh, man. That sucks for you.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. I just got done watching a Netflix documentary. I think it was called Avalanche, about 1982 Alpine ski resort avalanche. It was very, very emotional.
Was it?
People get killed and everything. But, so, yeah, I just finished up watching that, as a matter of fact.
Guess what I watched? Tombstone.
You're supposed to watch the other movement. You're supposed to be watching Soylent Green.
Soylent Green? Yeah, I know. I'm going to watch it. I'll watch it this weekend. I'll watch it after we get off here. I promise.
One of your buddies.
Jen doesn't get off until 5:30. Until 5:30 anyway. Who is that back there? I see somebody in the backstage, but I'm going to need you to put the camera on before I can let you on. Who is that? Yeah, John Campbell. Yeah, dude. Coach likes us to have our cameras on so that we can interact and engage with the audience so that they can see our faces. So if you just go ahead and flip that camera on for me, I can go ahead and let you on stage. In the meantime, I'm going to do what we usually do, Mark, and that is go over Coach's rules. All right. So for all of you that are in here, it's something we usually like to do is go over Coach's rules because, we want to make money, but it's also important to protect your money. And these rules focus on how you can not only make money, but protect it as well. So without further ado, Coach's rules. Okay, so before we get into that, make sure if you are brand new, you are not using real money when you go into these trades. Okay, if you've not traded before, it's not good. We good with the echo?
Yeah, I open up. I put you on my big screen so I can see the chart videos better.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm on the big screen, guys. I made it to the big screen. Okay, so don't use real money, all right? Rule number 1, make sure that even if you're paper trading in a simulated account, you do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account. Okay, it is not going to help you if you have no money to trade. So you got to make sure that you're taking care of your account. Set a bar for yourself and don't pass that bar, 1 to 3%. Second, if you have more than 2 red training days in a row, get out of Dodge, okay? Stop trading and start training. Make sure that you are not losing day after day after day. It just creates a vicious cycle, and it's very hard to break out of that. So don't be that guy. Don't have a bunch of red training days, right, Mark?
Exactly.
It's crazy. Can't do it. Not going to be able to do it. Rule number 3: if you're
Not going to do it.
not going to do it. If you are not a master trader, you should not be scalping. You should be taking full advantage of Coach's 2-minute EWO strategy, which is what we're going to be focusing on this lovely first Saturday of December. Okay? So that's what we're going to focus on today. So if you're not familiar with it, you're going to get familiar with it today. Rule number 4: do not trade more than 1 to 5 trades a day when you're brand new. Okay? Get used to trading. But don't do more than 1 to 5 trades because you're going to overtrade. What happens when you overtrade, Mark?
You open up your account for additional losses and revenge trading, which results in more additional losses.
Can't say it any better than that. So don't do more than 1 to 5 trades a day,
bad.
please.
Don't do it. Very,
Nope.
very bad. Bad
Rule.
mojo.
Yes. Rule number 5 is position size. Make sure you are using a smaller position size because it offers a greater reward with less risk. Don't go in with 10 contracts if you're used to going in and maybe it makes you a little bit nervous. Your palms are sweaty and they're shaking because you're in too big. Reduce it down to 5 or a few contracts, okay? Don't go in with thousands of dollars. Go in with a couple $100. If you're used to trading 20,000, go in with 10. Reduce your position size and you can trade with a lot less stress. Rule number 6. If you are not familiar with options, make sure you are doing shares. We've got a millionaire in here, Nate, who only does shares. He's become a millionaire trading shares only, and he is not doing options. So you can make just as much money on shares. So if you're not good with options, because the Greeks can rip your face off, make sure you're doing shares. Last but not least,
I need to correct you there, by the way.
What happened?
Correct you. You
What's
said
up?
You said he was a millionaire. That's not correct.
What
He's
is
a
he?
multi-millionaire.
Hey!
Times 3.
3
Times
times
3.
over. Yes, he is.
There you go. Just
So
trading stock.
thank you for the correction there, Mark. You are absolutely right. And last but not least, all trades are risky. So don't forget to use your stops. You're so technical. Don't I always say he's a millionaire 3 times over every day?
Yes, you do.
I forget one time, and you
I
correct
just
me
didn't
in front of everybody.
want him to be labeled as a measly millionaire. You know, he's bigger than just a measly millionaire. He's a 3-time. That's it. 3-time.
Trifecta,
Plus
baby.
Millionaire.
Trifecta. You are absolutely right. Shout out to Nate. Shout out to Jimmy, Brady. Shout out to everybody in the group. In fact, he's not the only millionaire in the group. Coach has created over 8 millionaires in this group and retired over 60 people. There's 11,000 people in the group. So those are only the ones that we know about. So you do the math. I'm sure there's way more. Yeah.
I'm one of them, the retired ones.
Mark is one of the retired ones. Okay. So there you have it. Let me ask you a quick question, Mark. When did you know that this was it for you? You didn't have to go back to work.
I joined in January, made my first live trade Martin Luther King week. So whatever that Tuesday was when the market opened.
Yep.
Martin Luther King, is that when it is? January? Yeah.
Yep.
So that would have been on a Tuesday, whatever date that was. By the end of March, I knew.
Wow. That didn't take long.
No.
Well, congratulations.
So.
And you haven't had to go back to work since. And this is also, I'd listen to you, okay? Because for those of you who don't know, we also, for the VIPs, another perk is we have a very, very, very intimate pre-market, group that meets up at 4:00 in the morning. And Mark is like a leader in that group. And we listen to him along with Nate, who is a millionaire 3 times over, trade. They get in and out of trades. They do penny stocks. A lot of them are penny stocks, hot stock picks, you know what I mean, in the pre-market. And they teach us how to read the L2 and also chart out support and resistance lines. And you can, if you're not good at charting or you have an issue charting, the L2 can be a big help in learning your supply and demand zones. And Mark, I can't thank you enough for you and Nate, the way that you guys lay that out for us. It's awesome.
I think I might have notified Coach at the end of June officially that I was done.
That you retired? Nice.
I think I could probably go back and find the message, but I sent him a whole detailed thing, and I think it was it actually had been 6 months, let's just say, when I made it official, even though I knew right away. I mean, just drawn to what Coach and the way things this group runs in the community and everything. Plus, I didn't have a plan B. It's all or nothing.
Sometimes
gives you a different motivation.
Yeah, a lot of times that's what it takes. Got
to go
your
all
back
in
against
sometimes.
Wall. That's it. That's how Jen and I did our business. You know what I mean? They had the job we were working. They let me go, and with my 401k that I got from it, I started our business. And she joined. They let her go. 3 months later, they dissolved our positions, and 3 months later, she was with me, and we were out there getting it done. So sometimes that's what it takes. Pull the safety net out from under you, and you'll be surprised what you can do.
Yeah, you got to remember, when we work a 9-to-5 job, we get comfortable because we got a company that pays half our taxes. We got a company that pays, if you're fortunate enough to have a health insurance plan, they provide that for you. They provide you some sort of sense of false security that you have a job every day, which we already know that's not true. But so you get comfortable and just get lazy.
Yeah.
And once you're comfortable, then you feel trapped in a 9-to-5 job until you ain't no more. And they say, it's been nice, but goodbye.
Yeah. They don't care.
When you go on they don't. It comes right down to it. There's no loyalty. I mean,
no.
You ain't there. They get rid of you on Friday. There's somebody else in your seat on Monday.
You're
Mark
very
who?
dispensable. Right.
Mark who? Dawn who? Who? Jen
Yeah.
who?
Yeah. They don't care.
So, right. Same way if your heart stops beating, somebody's going to be there. We're all disposable. I don't care who you are.
Life is temporary, so learn the things that make it worth living.
It's not personal. It's business. So now we're in our own business. Nobody can fire us now, huh?
No, man. No, that's what I love about it. We have our fate in our own hands now, where it should be.
Yeah.
Arlo, I see you down there.
I think Ralph will be showing up here shortly. I woke him up.
Yeah. If you want to come hang out. All right, so let's get to work, man. Let's get some of these videos. The first one is titled Daily Trading Overview Using EWO Strategy. Hey, Ralph, I see you, bro. Silver Springs. TJ. Okay, I think Arlo put the link in, or did she? Yes. All right, so while this is playing, Arlo, I'm going to go ahead and pin that to the top for us. Or am I seeing things? She didn't do that. Oh, okay. Why did I automatically assume? I'm looking at the link that I put out. Oh, you did. I knew you did. Oh, okay, you redid that one. Okay. All right, let's get it.
Get it.
Do it.
I'm just answering the chat.
Okay. Everybody get the pens and paper out, or your e-notebook or whatever it is you use, and let's get ready to get into some EWO strategies. One of the things that I've been focusing on, or the main thing that I focus on, is trading psychology. And the EWO strategy helps with trading psychology. If you have a fear of getting in trades or fear of when to get out of a trade, if you should get out at all, the EWO strategy helps to even all of that out. That's why Coach developed it, and it's the only strategy of its kind. So let's watch some of the videos on it today. Where the hell's my cursor? Oh, there we go.
Here was your pre-market. You made money. Yay, great. That just made more than your day job. Awesome. Came back up, right? Here's your 2-minute. 2-minute signals here. We're way above VWAP. You're way above pre-market, right? Pulls back, shoots back up. Now you're above the 200. Continues to climb. I said this is all very heavy. I told you guys like 6 times, be careful up here. Boom, Super Trend told us, hey man, what's going on? You saw it right here. Look, it's rolling down the hill now. Like, hey, everything's indicating go ahead and get out. Well, I mean, on the break, you could be in puts. If not, you waited till here. That's fine. You're here. You made money. It came all the way down here. We saw the bounce off this 409.33, which we had already marked before as a support line. Then you saw that it was already moving here, started to fade. Of course, you've got to pay attention anytime we see something rolling down a hill, right? Flipped. Super Trend told you, hey, pay attention. What's going on? Tesla. Same exact thing today. Let's look at it. So it already broke pre-market. It pulled way back. If you made money, great. That's awesome. I know I did right there. Then same thing. Hey, Super Trend's starting to alert us this could move. Guess what? Broke pre-market strategy to the downside, which turns this into what?
Support.
There you go. Just like VWAP, right? Because we already knew that was going to be a key critical level. It broke. You're like, I don't care, coach. I'm going ROG today. Okay. Bang. You entered in here. You're above VWAP. Now you're above the 200. Stair step into the upside. Never comes back. I told you it was all getting heavy. You got a signal here telling you directional change. You can see here it's starting to roll down the hill, right? Boom. You're into a put now, which is somewhere in here. If not, you waited your 2-minute. You're in the 2-minute. Bang. You made money because you put your stop in 25, 40%. It went green. Boom. Then you went over here, got into the next trade. It's above VWAP. Signal told you. Plus, coach said as soon as this breaks VWAP, go ahead and get it. And there's your right here is going to be your support. And make sure you've got a stop just below VWAP. And now you're collecting.
Awesome. Hey, Ralph.
What's up?
What's up, Ralph?
Listen, I know this ain't a forex. I mean, I know this ain't a crypto show. This is a stock show, right?
Exactly.
Bitcoin new high day. You know, just had to put it out there. It's doing something that it usually doesn't do. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up on a Saturday.
All right, JP.
Shout out to the crypto chant. Shout out to the listen. I'm
EWO for the win.
Right? I gave
EWO
the
for the win.
And all. Okay, gave the one and an all. Okay.
Yep. Disclaimer
JP, you look
accepted.
a lot like Ralph.
Listen,
Let's go.
that was out of hand. All right. I don't know what that was. Right. I think that was like we're just gonna move on. I don't know how to. I don't know how to correct that situation. Like
You can't.
I
Don't
don't
worry
think
about it.
I don't think you can.
Don't go against the trend. Don't go against the trend. The trend
Yeah.
is the trend.
Yeah, but we
That's
shouldn't
it.
suffer. All right.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
I don't
So
know.
Doing
gotta
EWOs today.
let it roll off, and acceptance. Acceptance is key.
Find out why he's hurt. That's why. That's what we're gonna do.
Let me show you the difference between
There
a
we go.
13.1, a 13.2, and a 13.3. Can everybody see my screen? Watch these, okay? You see how a 1 is very aggressive. Every time it makes a directional change, they're all over the place. Do you see them? That's a 1. Now watch when I flip to a 2. See the difference? Now watch when I go to a 3. A 3 is like, hey man, we're not ready to shift yet. Watch a 3. Look, they're gone. It doesn't tell you to sell yet. See it? It allows a bigger move. That's why I think this 2 is pretty spot on. And I don't like the 1 because it's like every little micro movement, right?
All right. Drive you nuts.
You see
Yeah.
that?
Nice.
So
Good.
that's what we've been playing with as far as like what is a good indication of a directional change without it being too much and then, blowing us up when you shouldn't have. Which this is a good entry and that's a good exit, right?
Thanks,
That
Coach.
was
Which is why, and I think we watched this before and I brought this up. I think this is how they settled on the 2 minutes being the happy medium between crazy white noise and not enough information, So this is just right. That's why the EWO strategy rests on the 2 minute,
Uh,
and that's the best time frame for it.
a good exit, that was a good entry. So, but that's what we've been fooling around with, and David's been helping me with that. This is kind of helping the directional changes and what it's doing. And you can see now too that the super trend is more closely directly related to our Elliott wave oscillator. Do you see them? These are much closer to our targets now. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, it actually communicates with it. It's basically telling you, hey, on that second green candle,
Yeah.
right in the same area.
Yep. It's very close now, right?
What were the numbers, Coach? I missed it.
13 and 2.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. So start fooling around with that and see if you guys like it.
You know what I did? I looked
What you
at
do?
the SQQQ and TQQQ from yesterday chart,
Mm-hmm.
and wow, you know what? Actually,
Perfect, ain't it?
yeah. Oh my God, Ralph, it's perfect opposites of each other. I mean, playing both of those at the same time literally is like doing a straddle.
Yeah, it is a straddle. I think one
Yeah.
of them is more X's than the other one, or are they the same? Like, how many times bear and how many times bull is it? Mark? Or you don't know? Let's find out.
I'm gonna look it up.
I think SQQQ might be a 3 times, and the other one might be something like 1.5 times, but I'm not sure. So
It's not telling me.
it just say pro.
Nor it just
It
says
just
pro
for
shares.
pro.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Because normally it will say 3 times or 1 times or something
yeah,
like that.
it
So
would.
maybe it's tick for
What
tick.
what TQQ say? Same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just one time then, or maybe it ain't leveraged. Well, it has to be leveraged though. Yeah, it has to be
I
leveraged.
think it might be 1 time though.
You'd have to go to
Yeah,
their directions website probably.
probably so. Either way, they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
With TQQ being like $40, $40, and the other one being $20. So TQQQ, well, that wouldn't make a difference either. I don't know. Like Mark said, you gotta go.
TQQ is 3x.
There it is.
Ah,
So in other
okay.
words, the price is 1/3 of the regular Qs.
Hmm.
Wow.
Right?
So whenever
Yeah.
the Qs move, that will move 3 times.
Yeah.
So it got leverage. Yeah.
Well, it's a third of is it a third of the price? Is that what it is? What's the
Well, it
current price?
depends. How's it rolled up? Does it say
44
3
times
times?
3. No, it's not 3. It's not a third of the price. Qs
All
are
right. So it's
389. The TQs are 44. So, but it just moves 3 times whatever.
yeah. So 3 times leverage. So like an options contract is 1 to 100 leverage, right? So you get one shares, but it's worth 100 shares plus a premium.
Depends what day it is. Expenses
Yeah.
always adjust.
Yeah, you're
Mondays
right.
are real expensive. Mondays
It go,
they're more expensive.
it go. Yeah, yeah, you're right. They are more expensive. Yep, you're right.
I guess
I
we're on
guess
our
that's
own
the
now.
premium.
No,
There
I
she
I'm
is.
back.
Darn, I thought you got to let the natives run the farm. Right?
Okay, so
well, I
check
guess
this
I.
out.
Hmm?
Okay, so here is TQQQ. No, SQQQ. And
Oh, you
look
got
at
it
it,
in
right?
front?
Look at the EWO on it.
That's the short,
Yes.
which
Yeah.
is I think 1.5, or is it 1.5 SQQ?
But it is directly inverse to the TQQ. I mean, you guys are not bullshitting. Look at this. Boom.
Yeah.
The exact
Yeah.
opposite.
Yep.
Every freaking like movement.
Mhm.
Like the beginning of this is red. Okay? The beginning of this one is green. Then it does a perfect EWO to the green side, the TQQQs, and the S is red. I mean, it's like, damn, play them at the same time. You getting paid.
And guess what else you can do
Well,
with it,
yeah,
Fran?
but yeah, I mean, you have to think inversely when you're playing. If the cues are going up, you do have to think backwards on that one. You have to think, okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to play these, but even though it's so, I mean, normally you would play the Qs and then you would play TQQ, but if the Qs are going down, then you would play SQQ, short.
Right.
Right.
If you doing
Cheaper
what
version
it,
of getting a put on the Qs whenever the Qs are dropping.
exactly. But if you wanted
But
to do a straddle, you just buy them both at the
Oh yeah,
same time.
oh yeah,
that's what I
yeah,
mean.
definitely.
Buy
Yeah.
both of them because either way, you're making money.
He's gonna have to one of them gonna go against you. But
And you could
that's the
still do
point of the
calls and puts on
strategy.
both of them, right? You still go
Yeah, they
calls
still
and puts
have.
on both of
Yep.
them.
Right. They
Yeah.
still got contracts too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, and then you got
Yeah.
the SOXL and SOSS.
Right. So you could
Mhm.
play those. You could
SOXL.
play SQs or TQs,
Yeah,
just one of them, and you could play puts
I do.
and calls on them with just not even leaving that one.
Right.
Every time I hear Coach say the market is trash, babies are crying in the street, and all of that, the spell that he do. So I used to go and get SPXU, but I switched and started doing SQQQ because SQQQ to me goes a little farther. Like I like SQQQ is less volatile. I find SQQQ goes up in a straight line with SPXU, which is the SPY inverse. It's a little, I don't know.
No wonky.
SPXU, yeah, I got away from them, but they do have another one called SPXS, right? And that's the inverse of SPY also, but it's more times. I think SPXU is 3 times and SPXS is 5 times. So
Oh wow.
at first I started doing SPXU, but then I switched to SPXS, right? And
Too
I
many
settled on
Qs.
I went to the SQQQs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Too
I
many
like the Qs.
cues.
I like the Qs better though. To sum it up,
Yeah, I have a strong affection for the Qs myself.
right?
We know that's one of the reasons I started looking at them too.
I trade it every day.
Yeah, I like
I
the Qs.
I have a hard time just looking at, say, Apple and like, I'm going to play that. Nah, I'm going to play the Qs. I get the benefit of all of them, but sometimes it's not, the Qs aren't the best play. So that's the danger of it.
Right.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
they're using the
All the
movement
other
of the other
underlines.
guys.
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
other underliers.
Yeah.
EWO backtesting questions with coach. Check it out.
Okay, my name's David. I've been with the group for almost 2 months, but I've been trading
My name is
All right,
David.
David.
I bet we've
I
heard
know,
this
right?
one.
I was thinking that.
for just over 2 years. Never
It's a
had any real
throwback.
big losses. Always good days, bad days, but never anything crazy. So
Those of you that are not familiar with David, this is when he introduced himself to coach and the group, and one of the first times the group ever heard from David. And now he is the one of the main moderators, and he's the only moderator right now until coach adds in others, that is doing one-on-ones, and he is training you personally on this EWO strategy. But this is how he backtested it himself initially.
so I was just
And I was
running on
there
my
that
own
day.
forever.
Huh?
I said, and I was there that day that the video was made.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
let's do.
Yeah,
Cool.
I remember that.
And then I found you on TikTok and started listening to you, and then finally pulled the trigger. And then actually last week I updated to the lifetime because I know it's paying off already. What I've been doing is I've been concentrating on a total of about 6 stocks, but most of my trades have been happening on the Apple.
I started in January. I very well may have been there as well.
Yeah.
Because he said a couple of months. Coach started in August. There's only a few months after that, you know what I mean? Where he could have maybe, I don't know, unless this was in like October or November.
I can't remember. I might because I was watching on YouTube for a couple
Yeah.
months too. I was just a Discord member for a little while.
Whole 2-minute Evo strategy. And then I also have been using that super trend that I saw on your screen for some of my exits because I get kind of paranoid. I don't like to sit in there all day. So I'll get out a little bit early. But what I was tracking is if you just went off of the calls that said the 2-minute candle and you were waiting till the end when it flips, I was tracking to see how many of those would be an actual loss, profit, or break even. And as of now, I'm at 87 trades. I have 5 that are break even and then 2 that are losses. And all the rest of them have been a pretty decent profit.
So 87 trades, 2 losses and 5 flat.
Yeah, and the flat were basically like a couple dollars. So
This
it was a
video
couple dollars up, couple
intrigues
dollars
me
down.
every time
I was
I
giving
hear it.
myself a little bit of a buffer for the break even because if anybody else was doing it, it would all depend on where you're buying per candle. So I gave myself a little bit of a buffer there for the break evens, but the losses were like a couple percentage losses.
Perfect. All right. So out of 87 trades, 80 of those were green. That's what I've got out of that.
Yes.
So using the 2-minute EWO, 87 trades, fully tested, 80 were good, 5 were flat, meaning no money one way or the other, and 2 losses. So tell us a little bit about how you're entering. What is the 2-minute EWO? How are you working it? What is your your percentage of stop loss? Like, go into a little bit of how you're actually using our 2-minute EWO strategy as it pertains to you.
So on the 2-minute, I wait for the indicator to flip flop. Usually, since I could still consider myself a newer trader, I don't get in the first 30 minutes of the day, usually not even the first hour of the day. For Central Time, I've been noticing that around 9:30 to 10 o'clock Central is when I either see a level off or a pattern change.
Mark, are you still doing the 10 o'clock?
I was just about to tell you to pause it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's gold right there. You know
It is.
saying?
That's why I wanted to pause it too. We're on the same page with that. That's huge for everybody that's new down in the chat. If you can't handle that first half hour, which most people can't, wait till 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Because
that doesn't mean jump in at 10. You wait for the first start of the next EWO after 10.
Right.
It may not be till 11. It may not be till 12.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
So if you look at it, a lot of these stocks don't really get to going in one direction where you can really play an EWO out properly until about 10:30. You know what I mean? So just watch it. Sometimes it may be at 9:30, but quite frankly, and I'm going to ask you guys how you feel about this. It's not worth taking the chance because if any chop happens in there, you're screwed. So I would rather give up that half an hour worth of quote unquote profit and be sure, because if it's a runner like that, then it's going to be running well into 10 o'clock. So at that point, I realize it becomes a scalp, but I'm still willing to do a swing scalp as opposed to getting in at 9:30. What do you guys think about that?
Well, yeah, if you're going to jump in when it calms down a little bit, then you are scalping if the EWO has already started.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that, but you have to trade it that way. I'm getting to the point now. I'm going to look hard this week. I might even wait till after the lunch.
I'm telling you.
Thanks. You got that at 9:30 to 10, and even up to 10:30 sometimes. I'm thinking, then once you get past 11, then it slows down a little bit because they're already thinking about going out for their 5 martini lunches,
right?
New York Stock Exchange, and then they come back around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and things start really moving one way or the other. So, I really don't want to wait that long, but.
No, what Mark is saying is real though, because when I first started trading, right, This because bringing back memories, right? So I used to. Well, I was a new trader, so I would never get in. I was terrified of getting into it, and I used to like.
Mm-hmm.
I used to just fade the breakout because I started during the down market, right? So it was a real
Mm-hmm.
terrible time to be in the market. So what price would usually
Mm-hmm.
do is exactly what it's doing right there on that chart. Is break out to the upside, run for about an hour or two, like it a dip and come back, and then the trend it'll run out of speed and just reverse. That's because I can remember like whenever the trend had changed and started going into the bull market, the first I hear pastors say, "Hey, these candles are breaking to the upside, but I just can't believe they're gonna keep going. It's gonna reverse." Like I used to think, I
Mm-hmm.
even wanted to get a shirt that says "Fade the Breakout." Like I just because that was my move. You know what I'm saying? It'll go up. I'm paying attention to coach, and I have my like list set of like tickers that I'm looking at, and then I try to get in my face, and I always a SPXU. You know what I mean? Like SPXU,
Wow.
or I mean, once I started trying to do options, I get in a put or whatever. But at this time, it was just mainly shares. And so, like, I'm watching a few little small tickers, and then I had at that time SPXU for whenever the market just
Mm-hmm.
takes a dump, and,
Yeah.
and that was pretty much every day, right? Me being a new trader, not realizing the reason why it's doing this is because we're in a downtrend, and it'll go up, and then once it catch the trend line, it just falls back down, you know. But wait until that 10:30. That's critical because it's a battle between the Bears and the Bulls going on between
Hmm.
that hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, you have a whole bunch of other markets that's trading and open at the same time, and they have a heavy influence on the stock market, right? Because of these indices, right? They trade in other markets, and not just the indices. You have big name companies like, all right, other markets like London, Johannesburg, Tokyo
Germany.
markets, Germany, all these other places. You think they're not trading Apple and Tesla, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So once they close, they go home because of the time difference. And the next thing you know, it's just the New York session going on. And so most of our minds is thinking, and people thinking a herd, period, right? And the only reason why our minds ain't lining up to theirs is we just getting started, and they trying to take profits and go home for the day, right? So it's like
Right.
a complete battle, right? Going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. So after you
Yeah.
hear coach and
Good
them be
point,
like,
Ram.
watch out for the shift change,
By the
so
way,
Right.
by the way, David joined in October, middle of
okay,
Okay.
October of 22.
yep. And I joined, I
So
think in September. Yeah, October, one of them.
yeah, I joined in January. So.
Cool.
Mm,
So this video actually might have been December, January, because he said he
Yeah,
joined a couple of
January.
months
mhm.
ago,
Right.
which
Yep.
would have
Mm-hmm.
put it.
It's a
And then I
historic.
start going from
I.
Huh?
It's a historical. It's a historic video
Video.
as far as I'm
As
concerned.
pertaining to us, yeah, yeah,
I mean,
Hmm.
definitely.
this is the first bona fide, independently tested by someone other than coach, proving that coach's principles work.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and to see how far he's come in the group,
Yeah.
the figure, the authority figure that he is in the group, to listen to this video and the Jimmy video where he's learning options for the first time. Those are two historic videos within this group because we're
Yes.
hearing the beginnings of people that will go on to be extremely successful. We're hearing them before any of that even happened, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's pretty awesome to listen to, especially after you've gotten to know these people, and what they've done.
there. So I've been using the 2 minute color change in that time range for my first trade. And usually what I've been doing is following your I guess it's not actually a rule, but if it's under VWAP for myself and I'm going for a call, I won't go into it. So I'll just skip that one and look for one of my other ones. So what I've been doing is following that guideline.
Not to keep stopping it, But those of you that are having a trouble with the EWO, this video teaches you how to do it at its very basic level without trying to get intricate with it. You know, David did it as a 5-star trade. If it wasn't above VWAP and he wanted to do a call, he wouldn't get into it. Now he may play with it because he knows support and resistance levels. But then he didn't know those levels, didn't even know that he should be looking for those levels. So he did it straight up without any of that and just did it basically. You know what I mean? So that's a lesson. Take a lot of those lessons. Don't start till 10 o'clock. Only follow it to the letter. If it's a call, make sure it's above VWAP, you know, and the trend is up and you're on that second candle that's the biggest one from the one before it. Period. It's very simple. And then don't get out of it until that EWO starts going down the hill and gets to a point where it's ready to flip color on you. You know, it's really simple.
If you're going for a call and it's over VWAP, then I jump into it. If it's going for a call and it's still under VWAP, I just hesitate and I won't go on it. I'll wait for a better entry, just for what I've been doing myself personally. And then I also have been using the super trend to get out. And I noticed that it's a little bit more sensitive than the color change of the EWO. So I'll actually get out a little bit earlier. And that's been real helpful. And I think that's what kept some of those right at the break even instead of actually losses.
Yeah, that's good. So the super trend, in case anybody doesn't know, it's an indicator that Webull has that's actually a little late on the party versus our 2-minute. So typically we will know in our 2-minute before the super trend kicks off, as you can see here, right? So I'm looking at a 2-minute. So that's the super trend is always really late, but I use it as a quick glance to go, hey, what's it doing at this juncture, and then break it down. So that's cool that you were able to use it in a different fashion than, you know, me just staring at it, using it as, hey, this is up right now, this is down right now, and then break it all down, right? So
yes,
that's cool that you're doing that. So you said that you've mostly been trading Apple and what other stocks?
Google, Netflix, Amazon, and then I've done a couple on Coin that I've tracked as well, just trying to make sure that it's not just a fluke on the ones that I'm watching or my personal pattern. So I've tried to switch it up in the past week, but I still keep going back to Old Faithful Apple. Yeah,
that's perfect. So Apple is typically, just so everybody knows, not as volatile. But the cool thing is yeah, everything else you said is. So it's not like he picked some sort of honeypot, 87 trades, right, and predictable. It's not. He was all over the place, trading different trades, using the 2-minute EWO strategy to have such a high success rate. And I'm glad you shared that. Any other extra information that might be able to help new traders? The biggest thing I got from that is you entered at the correct time, you never went against the grain, and you always exited when you were profitable. Let's talk about that. How did you know when to exit to make sure you were profitable, or how did you use your stops, etc.?
My personal is I try to just break it down to 10 and 20%. So I'm good with 20. If it's running, 10. And then if it's running, I'll let it run to 20. But I always, I've heard you say it plenty of times for the past couple of months. If it's green, it's green. So I jump out on my own. But like I said, the tracking that I've been doing on my spreadsheet is actually running it all the way through. So out of the 87, it shows 60 on Apple alone, and then the rest of them were mixed up with the other 6 stocks that I was talking about.
Yeah, that's
other 5.
So the other thing again too, right, and we talked about that a little bit today, everybody, is that if you concentrate on a couple of stocks, you'll get to know, right, their ebbs and flows and, right, how they handle certain situations, the patterns, what they look like. So that also helped that you were concentrating more on Apple, right? So you get a feel for how Apple works, right? And Jimmy can attest to that. Once you get used to certain stocks, you kind of get a feel of how they breathe, what they look like, the pullbacks they have, you know. So that's really cool. Any other information?
One of the things that I know was the most helpful for myself was the pulling back and trying to concentrate on just a couple to begin with. I know personally, before I joined the group, I was always trying to follow too many or try to buy and do trades on too many stocks at one time, and I wasn't really trying to concentrate. So that's why I pulled myself back to just concentrate on about 5 or 6. And that's another thing that you've been saying forever is stop chasing everything. And then what Jimmy says all the time, don't chase every shiny penny. So that's when I really pulled back, dedicated myself to just concentrating on 5, 6 stocks that I personally went back probably 45 to 60 days on most of those stocks, just looking for different types of patterns, different ranges, and seeing what they do like different times of the day. And then I wrote that in my journal based on each stock. And that's why I personally still don't get in the first 30 minutes of the day usually.
There you have it.
Hey, that's very important right there. Information overload, right? So I always hear people. I mean, I don't know if they be just scanning for call
So
outs
same
or
thing again, Robert. Are you an
Oh,
experienced
sorry.
trader?
are you
Go
good?
ahead.
If not even that, just if you tracking too much, if you just tracking too much, how you gonna catch the move? Like, I mean, if you got too many tickers, then just think about what all comes with it, right? You tracking the Evo, you gotta have support resistance, volume. What else you need to do to break down just a ticker, So if you narrow it down, then you'll be a whole lot better off, right? Just like David said. And I know one of the main reasons I think people do it is because they feel like they won't have trades or the signals taking too long to come. The Evo is going to give you signals. Just if you just narrow it down to at least about 2 or 3, you'll be able to meet that quota of 1 to 5 trades. It'll happen.
Just reading that chat. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? I think this week, the 10 o'clock thing is the smart thing to do. I said I was going to follow suit with Mark, and I realized why as much as I wanted to do the shares, I realized why I didn't do them. Because I would like to save up some money to be able to do them, because again, that 2-day thing kills me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Even if I do 10 shares of something and it's only $2, I'm tying up $20. And for me, that's a lot because that
yeah.
adds up. And if I do 2 or 3 plays, I'm tying up 60, $80 and I gotta wait
Mhm.
2 days for it. It's like right now I can't do that. So I just gotta just try to throw 5 or 10 in Weeble each week, because when I do shares, I want to do it in Weeble. So I'm going to try
Yeah,
to put like $10, $20 a week in there and just let it build up to a couple $100 that I'm
yeah,
not even worried about. And
yeah.
that way, yeah.
That's a
And
good
that way,
plan.
that's just off the
That way you can
radar.
separate it.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
then in Weaver, once you get it built up so far, right, you can just cut it in half. Just,
Yeah.
you separate your options from the shares. Like you're doing the shares over there, right? And
And
so
Robin
after
Hood's the
you get it
options.
bigger, yeah, and then after the Weaver get big enough, right, just cut it in half. Like I say, if you come out and you got $100 in the Weaver, I'm gonna
Hmm.
spend 50 today, and then that way you can trade each day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
But in the meantime, just do whatever you're gonna do, and then next day sit it out, and then until you can get it tall
Right.
enough. Because we would need to get off of that. If it's 99 cents, I gotta buy 100 shares.
A
But
hundred
if it's
shares
one
of it.
dollar, I can get what? Come on, Weeble. That's the reason why I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy that Robin Hood and Weeble. That's what I'm gonna do.
You gonna what?
I'm gonna buy some Robin Hood shares and Weeble. That's what I'm gonna do.
And we will.
That's what I'm gonna do. Because they piss me off with that. What the hell?
Oh, we got JP is down there. Welcome, JP. What's
What
up,
up,
Paige?
JP?
How you doing?
Shout out to Paige.
Paige in the house.
But yeah, man.
Miranda, what's up, Miranda? How you doing, baby girl?
So wait,
Eric,
is my
what's going on, man?
is
What happened?
Miranda's like name Amanda? Which one is it?
No, It's Miranda. Amanda is a joke, a running
Okay,
joke.
so cause see,
I
y'all
think
about to
somebody mistakenly called her Amanda, and so
see,
Bruno and Arlo like keep calling her that on purpose now, just to
y'all
kind
see,
of mess
y'all
with
trying
her.
to line me up. You see what I'm saying? You see?
Well, we got 32 people in the house. How many likes do we have?
Not enough, I'm sure.
Guys, don't
Hold on.
forget we're trying to get Coach to. I didn't
Now we
update
got
the
one
thing
more
today.
because I forgot the light. Now we got one more light.
All right, don't forget, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and make sure you share the content so we can get even more likes and subscribes. All right, we're trying to get Coach. Let me double check that. What do we have here? Yesterday I had us down at, because we're trying to get him to 10,000. So what is it? Where is it? Oh, okay, here it is. All right, so we had 9,017 yesterday. Okay, one more. So we had one more between now and yesterday. It's 9018 now. So we are working our way down towards that 10,000 mark. All we got to do is count it down every day, keep sharing the content, and I think we can get them to 10,000 by the new year. Guys, what you think? I think we could do it.
Put me on full screen for a second.
All
right,
right,
let's see
let's
what
get
we
through
got.
it. Let's see what we got.
What the?
What?
What's with
How
the
many?
kitties?
What they had?
Oh, you can't
they
see
had,
the top of it. Doesn't quite fit all the way. It says click the like button, or then you can read the bottom line. This box of kittens.
What's gonna happen to the box of kittens, Mark? What's gonna happen to the box of kittens?
Ain't no
I'll tell you what's going to happen if you don't click the like button.
Look, we are a sick group of individuals. Coach, you got Coach punching babies in the face.
Ain't no, I only got one
You
house
got
down
Mark
there that I
shooting
didn't
up
see.
kittens.
Not if you click the like. Not if you click the like button. I won't.
Woo! What is
Click the
going
like
on
button.
in this group? We got a lot of pent up energy in this group, man.
Click the like button, or these kittens will die.
We're
Do
gonna
it
take
now.
them off the big screen with
It's
that
on.
one.
It's all on your hands. I already clicked the like button.
Oh my God, Coach, what are we gonna do with them?
I'm taking
What
it
are we gonna
off.
do with you punching babies? See the example you're setting?
No, you can't blame Coach for that. I did that on my own free will.
Oh my goodness. And let's put a disclaimer: none of us are financial or tax advisors, nor are we child abusers or pet abusers.
Or animal abusers. I love kitties.
Right.
I love kittens.
Yes.
That's what make it all the much harder if you don't click that like button. I really love kitties.
We are all pet owners, so
Please click the like button. Don't make me do it because I really like kitties. They're so cute.
Oh my God, Jen is in love with this cat that we've got named Neo. He's still a kitten, but he is. We've had him since May, and he's getting big. And we got to get his ass tied up because he's running around chasing our 13-year-old female cat around the house like he wants to make babies with her, and she's always fighting him off. So it's like, okay, Jen, I think it's time to get him cut. Okay.
That's the black and white. Wait.
Yes.
The black and white.
Before he starts spraying up the house, and I gotta walk around with a can of Febreze in my pocket.
By the way, TJ has a point. Make sure you don't click twice because it will subtract the likes.
Thank you, TJ.
That is true. So look, our dog.
All right, I'm sorry. Let's go back to EW.
We had got like a dog that I guess that nobody want. I guess this dog had to be a house dog. And at first my dad was like, I asked for a puppy, they're gonna bring a grown dog over here. But I guess it must have been like an inside dog or something. Anyway, it ran away. I guess it ran away because we searched everywhere for the dog. So As soon as we started to like the dog, it ran like I guess we lost. Anyway, my dad, my dad been putting food out. I'm like, Dad, we got to get a dog from somewhere. We can't just what you gonna do? Wheel a pet here, right? And he's like, no,
Right.
it's a cat. It's a cat that been coming around, and so I just been feeding. I'm like,
Oh,
no, it's not. And then like the other day, I pulled it in the garage and I saw it jump down. I was like, whoa! I was like, that has to be somebody's cat. Like, this
it's
is a
yours
fire
now.
cat. Look,
If you
I
guys have
tried
been
to take a
feeding him,
picture of him. Listen, this is a grown cat. I tried to get a picture of him. Like, this has to be somebody's cat because it's like, you could tell the difference between an alley cat or a stray cat. Like, this is it's like a caramel color, and then they got like dark brown paws. Like, this is a bark
I'm
cat.
telling, like a
You
calico
know,
cat.
I don't
I'm
know
telling you,
types
it's
of cats.
whoever owned it, it's yours now. Because if your dad's been feeding that cat and it keeps coming around, it's found a home.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
kind of
trying to.
hanging out.
I gotta find out in this. It's got to be from one of these neighbors, because I mean, but it don't have like a collar or nothing on. But I guess new cats wear collars.
I mean, not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah. Well, if I can catch him and not, because my daddy was like, he come up to me, you just too aggressive. I'm like, what do you mean I'm too aggressive? I just opened the damn door. And he took off because I'm trying to get a picture of him to like show y'all.
Yeah, I'm a
Like,
cat whisperer. You got to let them come to you.
Next video. Where do we
Let's do
learn
it.
how to do? Where do we learn how to do all this stuff? By the way,
yeah, Don, what we learn
We
how to
learned
do?
how to do it at ADT, and if you don't know how to get to it, the link is right in the description of this video.
I'm a more visual person.
Okay.
Learn to trade and be on your way to becoming financially free. Go sign up now at AmericanDreamTrading.com, where all our services are easily accessible. And sign up is easy. Simply click the service you want and go. That's it.
Oh, okay. That's what I
All
thought.
right.
I'm just making sure.
You love it?
That's a place. That's where I went to.
I am not.
So the first 30 minutes is where we get chewed up, right? So again, and I'm not picking on
This is why we say wait till 10 o'clock, especially if you're brand new.
you guys. I'm just letting you know there's a reason why I say it. Do you see look at the difference between 10 o'clock and before it? Do you see a difference?
Yeah.
So you got up, down,
Big difference.
up. And then you just got down, up.
Dude, you know what I thought
Yeah.
about doing? I thought about at 10 o'clock just taking like 2 or 3 minutes and running down the pre-market setup list, but that's 13 of them. So I maybe I'll narrow it down to just the ones that I really look at, which are AMD, Apple, SPY, maybe NVIDIA, but just run down each one of them and see if between 10 and 10:30, one of them starts in one direction or the other.
Yeah.
Well,
Out
you
of
got
13,
you
one
could
of them's
do
got to
that.
be.
You could do that right now. I mean, it's posted in the Discord, the historicals. Every day
That's right.
they
You
post
can
them in
back
there.
test it, Don.
You could back test it that way yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go into Discord, pull up yesterday's what do they call it? It used to be pre-market setup. It's called
pre-market
pre-market
ideas.
Ideas.
Yeah, you
Look
can
at that.
do
Go
it.
back and look at your chart. Match them up. Draw your
Hold
lines
on, you
on there.
got trading view. I heard you say you got trading view now.
Oh, wow.
So you can do a bar replay too.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
Right.
mean, you got the numbers there right in front of your face.
Right.
Yep.
Just look at them.
I just scroll
Good
back
idea.
and see if
Did you guys pick up on
just
that
scroll
nugget?
back.
Did you guys pick up on that nugget down in the chat? That was a nugget. Okay. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna do that. Thank
That's
you.
So the first 30 minutes again are really rough, but I see what you're talking about here. You just happen to get in during the worst time, which means you're going to get shredded. This right here, good luck deciphering that code. That's what happened today. Do you see the roughness?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's really rough. Now, had you waited your 30 minutes yesterday, right here, you'd be like, oh, but I missed this run. You're like, well, wait till it flips. Do you see this flip?
Yes.
Right there's your buy somewhere in here. And guess what it did the rest of the day?
It was up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yesterday,
Yeah.
your trade would have been don't look here. This isn't for you. It would have been wait till flip. There's your buy. There's the run. Now, what I wanted to show you is you asked, well, when it flips green to red, do you get out? You see how it flipped red to green here?
Correct.
But if you entered down here, do you need to worry about it flipping right here? Nope.
No.
Right? Just like
All right.
just like even in here, now it's closer to the day, but even in here, do I really have to worry if it flipped up here when I bought it down here? Nope. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if this was a longer time frame, this could be up like this, right? This right here and this valley could have been a red. This could have been a red on your Elliott, but since you bought it like down here, do you care when it does this little dip just because it shows you it changed color? Nope. Okay. Does that make sense?
Right there is where we need to get strong and stomach those moves. That's what we're talking about with the fear. When you're in the EWO, and if you got in at that correct entry point, you see what happens. Those pullbacks don't bother your P&L as much. So knowing that, you don't need to go back and check your P&L. You don't need to keep looking at it. If you got in when you were supposed to, just know that your P&L is okay. As long as that's still continuing in that direction, just know your P&L is fine, even with the pullbacks. So you got to learn how to get on that roller coaster and suck your stomach in and ride those dips down, because eventually it will go back up and you'll still be making money.
What if you can't suck your stomach in anymore?
Got to get it in there. Got to get
No,
it.
I always know where my entry is anyway, because I draw a vertical line on the minute that I bought it, and I draw a horizontal line at my entry point.
Okay.
And I don't ever have to wonder where I got in at rest of the time, rest of the trade.
Very good. That's
wow.
Very smooth there.
I mean, you could always go look at your orders. Your order entry tells you when, but
that's too much. When I use TradingView, I just use that little tool thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
But they don't have the trailing stop on there. Like you can't pull your stop loss into the green. So I do that right there. What you talking about? I put up a horizontal line to like track it, like if I'm in Robinhood, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm
there you go.
Using the chart to trade off of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch TradingView.
Yeah.
I enter with on Weevil, but I watch the chart on TradingView.
I want to give a shout out to Paige and TJ for the 2 Cash Apps. Thank you guys so much. You have no idea.
Shout out.
It means so much. So thank you. Again, if you guys want to donate to the tip jar, the link is in the description of the video. It does help supplement the income and keep my lights on. So that's why I asked for the tips. It's not that I'm begging, but it is actually half my income for the week. So I appreciate every tip that I get. Thank you so much for doing that. You guys have no idea how much that means. Bearish EWO strategy stock market training.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mike. I was talking about Michael. Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I thought Michael
had the same thought.
I was about to say, come up.
Thought.
I was going to tell Michael Barris to come up. Yeah.
It's that Barish. I'm like, Michael Barish?
What about the first time whenever everybody was calling out Michael Barris in the chart? Coach was like, what are you talking about, Michael Barris in the chat? What the hell is a Barris?
Right.
Coach said, I thought y'all was talking about a damn sticker.
Yeah.
But I like the play on it because I think that the true spelling is what? Baresh, right? But he's made it bearish for bearish.
Yeah. I don't know, but he be putting out that information. I think his name is it Mike? I don't know. I think
it's
like the name.
like Baresh. I think it's like it looks like Baresh. I think I've seen it spelled B-A-R. Yeah. It's perfect, right?
Yeah,
he put on the draw.
Real name or not. So.
Yeah, he does good posts in the Zoom. Yeah. If you guys don't know who Michael Barish is, check out the Zoom chat on a daily basis. He's got amazing call outs in there and information for everybody.
Keeps the news updated in there. He does a fantastic job.
He has to be able tight, super fast.
Yeah, tight, fast. Yes.
Yeah.
Super fly.
I think you three would be awesome moderators. You, Ralph, you, Mark, and Michael Barish. I think, Coach, you never know. He might be eyeing you guys up next because you guys do so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
It's gonna help people.
Yeah, they do. It's only a matter of time. He's going to add to it.
It's a community.
That's right.
Maybe not since I put up a box.
Let me show you why.
Huh?
Not since I put up a box of kittens.
Yeah, I don't know now. I don't know now. Try to mess that up a little bit. Delay them a little bit. Get you some help first.
Because this big pull is where you made a lot of money. This is where you entered sometime on this candle, right? It did all the things. And then this one was pay. That one candle move is where you made all your money. That was payday. So if you did what you're supposed to do, because you entered a 2-minute EWO, 25 to 40%, it is still below VWAP. It's still bearish, right? It's doing exactly what you wanted. You knew you didn't have to worry about it till it got down here. Everything looked great. That was the perfect setup for you. And then this one was payday. There you go.
I just made $4 on the spy pull from my one contract, and I'm excited.
You know why? You did it right. You made money. You didn't lose a ton of money, and you're still able to trade today, right?
I love it, man. This is
go. You're not giving nothing back.
That was
Green
Terry.
is green.
Was that Terry? That sounded like Terry.
Yeah, it was. It's so funny. Huh? Go ahead, baby.
I was about to say, I like that Terry can't just come back. Terry will leave and just come back.
Terry will leave for months at a
Yeah.
time. I remember hearing him so much when I first came in the group, and then we didn't hear from him for like 2-3 months. Then he pops up. You hear from him for a couple weeks straight. Then he's gone again for another couple of months.
Right.
Now he's back in the picture again because we didn't hear from him a couple months ago. He's recently back in the group on a regular basis again. Takes those breaks, right?
Yep.
What was I going to say? It's so funny looking back, right? Let's go back a little bit. Look at this chart, okay? This is what you're always talking about to me, Ralph, when they try to liquidate. You know what I mean? It's like if you were to jump out every time, like this is a bearish.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look down at the EWO, it's mostly bearish. If you were to keep getting scared out every time it comes up, this right here, they're trying to scare you guys out.
Yeah.
They're trying to hit your stop losses here. This is another reason why Coach has developed the CWO. He's training you to basically learn how to take a hit.
That's right. A lot of the
take
time,
a hit like Rocky and keep on staying in that ring. And look, ultimately, you got the because think about it. Look at all of this. Yeah, you got this in here, but all of this means if you got in a put that day, you made some money. Might not have been a whole lot. You might have got some taken from you if you stayed in it and didn't pull out some profit, but you ended up green if you did a put this day. There's no way. And if you keep getting scared off and not taking a punch, then you'll never get resilient and you'll never learn how to ride the runners.
I look at it as, and then this is not me. I got this from Jimmy talking one day. Like it's just people just trading, right? So you can see up there at the start of the day, right? It was like undecided, and then it was just like a heavy push down, right? So
right here.
The consecutive red candles in a row, like either we all got on track or somebody just stepped up and said, you know what, I'm selling. Somebody big, right? They just stepped up, and then it looks as if people started the little candles.
Got a little bit undecided right here again.
Yeah, they're just getting out, right? Now this is the share traders. When they close, they got to close with a buy, right? So it just started taking profits. Them little breedbacks and stuff, that be from profit taking. And then it pushes all the way back up, right? So maybe that big person took profits off of the doggone sale or whatever they had, or somebody else came in and then it pushed it back up, but it never broke the resistance. See, notice up there at the top,
Yeah.
It never went above it, right? And a lot of times,
Right.
what you'll see is you'll see it coming up to resistance, and then it might just break through just a little bit, and then push straight on back down. You
See,
know.
and the retail trader that doesn't know any better is going to jump out because they're thinking that, like, if they got into a put and it starts going up here, not realizing, wait a minute, this is a resistance level here. So stay
Uh-huh.
in that trade because it is going to go your way. Don't get scared out by this.
And that's the
If
purpose of
you,
the 40% stop.
yeah,
Mhm.
if you notice there's
Quite,
a resistance
mm,
level. Go ahead,
quite
Mark.
honestly, I wouldn't have been able to stomach that. And today, I don't even think I'd be able to stomach that full.
It's hard. It's not
Well,
easy.
wait a minute. Let me take that back. That's on a put. You're buying a put, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it would be a little bit easier, but still, you're going back
This
right
is
up to the
hard.
starting point.
Yeah.
Right,
So
This
yeah.
is hard.
Yeah. I thought she was just talking
that
about
would
the
be tough.
first before it goes down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
no,
would be
this
Yeah,
hard for me to
this is
ride
a
that the
crazy
whole day.
ride.
it
This is
is,
a
yeah.
crazy ride. I've ridden through shit like this, and
Yeah.
it's
I
not
would
easy. You gotta literally, I mean, this is nerve wracking. This is like being on a roller coaster, and I made the mistake of watching my P&L while things like this would happen.
Hmm.
You
Right.
know what I mean? Lately, at first, see, look, this is the difference between ignorance is bliss. Sometimes, when I didn't know any better, I wasn't looking at my P&L. I'm like, Coach said, sit in it. So as long as it's not going against me, and look, it wasn't. Even though you see all this, look.
Hmm.
So Coach says sit in it, so I'm sitting in it, and I would sit in it,
Hmm.
and I would make money. So it's
Hmm.
like, but it's hard.
now
It's not easy.
what I be doing, right? And I know y'all do options, right? So there's really no need to sit up in that. Like in the beginning,
Yeah,
right there, when you was pointing at that, yeah, that's breathe back. You can sit it and then you hold off, and then it goes down. Well, if it pulls up on that second on the first pullback, your stop gonna get hit anyway. Like Mark was
yeah,
saying, you can't wait through that. But then the next entry, right, which is the next
Well, no,
down is a
you're
small one.
stopping. Your stop's not getting hit. Your stop's at VWAP, which
Yeah,
is up at the
no.
top. It never
right,
broke.
right.
It never broke
Why can't
through
I?
that
Why can't I
at
see
the top of
VWAP?
up at the top of the chart.
It's up
Oh,
here.
it's going straight across. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
Yeah.
Coach
thought that
drew
was
a
something you
line there.
drew.
So
Oh, all right. Yeah, I went. Okay.
yeah,
See,
so it
and
didn't actually break through.
two
Yeah.
things have changed about me since then. Now, one is I started getting more than one contract, so I would now shade. And two, I started learning how to take profit with some of this
Hold
and just
on.
get back in.
Play that video from the start again, if you
Yeah,
don't
this is
mind.
a
If
good
y'all
one.
don't mind,
No, this is a good one. I was thinking about doing that anyway.
because this is a good debate. I probably would have
And let
been
me
all
show
right. I
you
wouldn't
why.
have said much.
Because this big pull is where you made a lot of money. This one, this is where you entered sometime on this candle, right? It did all the things. And then this one was pay. That one candle move is where you made all your money. That was payday. So if you did what you're supposed to do, because you entered a 2-minute EWO, 25 to 40%, it is still below VWAP. It's still bearish, right? It's doing exactly what you wanted. You knew you didn't have to worry about it till it got down here. Everything looked great. That was the perfect setup for you. And then this one was payday. There you go.
I just made $4 on the spot pull from my one contract, and I'm excited.
Oh,
You know what?
He didn't talk
now that's
about
the
any of this one.
context. He didn't talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't talk about it. He started from here down.
Right.
So right, I would have been in there when it would have went down. I would have drug my stop down. I'm telling y'all what to do. That's what I would have
Yeah,
did.
And you hear the gentleman saying, "Oh, he's all excited. He made $4." Most of us would
Right.
scoff at that,
Yes.
but
yeah.
you don't know where his financial stat. It's not the $4. It's he's green. He made money.
It's the
Right.
process. He did it
If he'd
right.
have if he'd have bought 1,000 times what he just bought, he would have made the same percentage of growth. It just would have been 4,000 profit instead of 4. In that what?
Uh-huh.
In that 30 seconds?
Yep.
That's crazy.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right,
So
Mark. That's what I be
so
Master
saying
the
don't
about.
yeah.
process.
Yeah, don't get hung up on what people say. I only made $10 or I made 10,000. Don't get hung up on the numbers. It's the percentage gained is what grows your accounts. Whether you got a $200 account or a $200,000 account, we will make the same amount on the same trade if we enter in and get out at the same time.
Yep.
Right. That's why I say
Absolutely.
whenever they come in to trade with when they trading with Nate, right? So Nate, he getting like 3,000 shares or something outrageous. But
Mhm.
if you could if you could get like three, I don't care if you get 3 shares.
Mhm.
Learning the movement, that's what's so important right there. So whenever you have the ability to get 1,000 shares,
Yep.
you already know what to do. You already know what to expect. You know how to get in and out of it. That's what's so
That's what I've been
important
doing.
today. And I gotta stress a
Getting 1
point.
share, 2 shares of something at an entry point. All I'm doing is learning the process. I'm looking for that bottom. I'm looking for the bigger orders on the buy side. I'm setting my limit buy right above it. You know what I mean? I'm actually also doing something that I got from you guys, Mark, is I'm looking at those candles. I'm going up in the pre-market in the chart, and I'm kind of looking at where it may have bottomed out an hour earlier or a few minutes earlier or whatever. I'm looking to the left basically and
Yeah.
seeing where it may have bottomed out at that may not be showing up on the L2 in the moment that I'm looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And that's
I'm
what chart
going,
resistance helps you do too.
yeah.
See
Yeah.
where the L2 is not at yet because it hasn't got bid up that high or
Yep.
dropped down that low yet.
Yep.
You'll be one step ahead of the game because you already have it charted out, and you'll know before price even gets there.
Yeah.
Especially when it takes off, you'll know where it's going to go if it's higher than what the L2 hasn't caught up yet. So
Yeah.
anyway,
That's right.
don't want to make it
Hey,
complicated.
Dawn, I gotta say this before because I don't know when my dad might just bust up in the room and be like, "Are we going to the parade or what?" you know,
Yeah.
he's
Well, I'm getting
stressing
ready
out.
to
But
end here in a little bit.
I don't want to keep holding up the show, but I gotta say this because I've been telling a lot of people to just go to a small account, right? And I heard something that reminded me that I need to bring this to attention because I hear Coach saying it all the time. Like, he'll tell people to trade on paper, and then, somebody will have a small account, and they'll ask them what they can trade. And he'll tell them to trade small, but, and to do the same thing. But you have to, this is very important. You have to take the small account serious. You have to take any trade that you win seriously, right? So you have to trade it the same way as if it was a big account, right? So what I mean is, right, your stop loss in a small account might call for you to just only lose $2-3, and then you say, well, it's only a $2 or $3 loss, and I'm gonna drag my stop down now, and I can that way I'm missing $10 if it get hit, right? But if you get into those habits, once the account get to the right size, or you go to the switch back to your real account, and you still do that, and now you're gonna be just using $100. You thinking it's fine, So
Right.
Yeah.
You're programming your brain to accept losses all the time.
right.
I mean,
And
you
you
have to
don't want
accept that you're going to have losses, but you don't have to accept you're going to lose every time.
to exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway.
I think we had somebody else come in.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Who
what's
do?
going
Who it
on?
is?
Oh, Bruno. Hi,
Bruno, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, he just left.
Oh,
What?
teasing us.
You didn't have to leave,
Just
Bruno.
kidding.
How's it going?
Why did he leave? Hey,
But
Bruno.
but coach, but why?
How you doing, honey?
Exhausted.
You should be. How many tickets
Yeah.
did you do?
Felt good to sleep so good last night. Oh,
Your brain's got to be mush.
Do you want to hear the word ticket?
yeah, I was refreshed. I was refreshed.
Nice. Nice. Good. You need it. You, Arlo, Miranda, you guys are awesome, man.
You sure are.
So what's going on? What y'all talk about today?
We are going over
EWO.
EWO strategy, just focusing on it. I've been trying to do trading psychology all week, and the EWO helps to keep your head right. If you don't have to worry so much about how you're getting in and out of trades and holding on to them, if you master the EWO strategy, it'll help with the fear and the anxiety of trading.
Yep.
Yeah. I've been on a small position size run lately. Let me tell you, it's working out pretty good.
Yeah,
You, oh,
baby,
you doing
baby base hits
the one
and letting
the
them add up.
whatever the challenge you
Yeah,
say you was gonna do?
just the challenge is I got three different accounts. I got uh eToro, I got Robinhood, and I got Webull.
Hmm.
And the two accounts yesterday I did small position size on Robinhood, but on options. But then on the other days I've been buying shares and
Hmm.
then selling them right back on eToro and Robinhood. And then on Webull I'm still doing options, but I'm doing small position size base hits. And I just want to test the theory. If you go bigger, or do you just want to keep hitting base hits every single day? So
Okay, so
Hey,
you're
that's why you
bigger.
put
What
that.
is a base hit to you? Just I'm curious. For you, what is a base hit?
a couple $100.
Okay.
I mean, under 100,
Yeah.
50, 75, $100. On a good day, you might get 200 to 300 maybe on like
So
single.
on a single contract?
Yeah, it all depends. Depends on how far that stock moves. If AMD moves a $3 range, you can do $300 on one contract.
Yeah, that's true.
That would cost
'Cause
you
they
what,
can.
maybe $50 or 75 in premium?
No,
No, they
no.
like 100 and something.
Yeah, over 100. Oh, on Monday depends on what day of the week. So if we just did Friday, it was going to be around $100, even less than that.
You know what, Bruno? Why Apple contracts are cheaper? Like I was looking at that. Like
Yeah,
if
Um,
Apple's affordable.
yeah, like
I will.
why?
I will
On
say this
Fridays it
though.
is.
I will say
Hmm.
this: if you're in deeper, well, when I say in deeper, if you pay more for a contract, I know it affects your return, and
Mm,
versus there's like all these little factors that kind of contribute to the profit. If you have like a nice volatile, like in the opening bell, and it pops up and it goes
Hmm.
$1-2 up on the first within the first couple of minutes, I would say the first 30 minutes in that volatility, and you pay $400 for a contract, you see a bigger chunk,
yeah.
uh,
Hmm.
bigger return generating as it's climbing. Um,
Okay.
but on AMD, if it moves $3, I was looking at the math the other day on Robinhood on 100 and wait, was it $200? No, you know what? I went out on Robinhood. I went out the next week, so I paid 236, and if it moved up $3 on that 236, I would get like three and change.
Wow.
So
In
that's why you
addition
put
to the
that in the
premium.
chat.
In
Yeah.
addition to the premium, yeah.
That's why
If
you
you
had put
get in
that in.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Ralph.
No, I was saying that's why you put that in the chat about Robinhood because you was trading Robinhood.
Oh
Bruno,
because I was getting pissed off because
because of the stop limit.
no, because what? Okay, so when you're watching it and you see the up and down, you see the peaks and the valleys, and you see it
Hmm.
up and down, touching, rejecting, coming down, touching, support, and then going back up, and you see this trend. You just keep watching it, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna go in on this trend, and you get it right, and then it gets to the top, and here you are like. You're trying to like adjust, you're trying to get that mid price, but you got to manually type in that mid price. It
Yes, I
drives me
hate
nuts.
that.
I don't know
Oh,
why they don't just give you a button. Boom, click,
that's
sell
something
at
you could
mid,
just track
out.
up or
Are you talking about
modify it.
Robinhood?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I
to
know,
actually
I know.
cancel the order and make a new
I
order.
know.
That's too
Yeah.
Don't
much.
even,
Like, why?
don't even.
Yeah.
Robinhood stacking too much against you. Like, it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything is not in your favor.
You're spending
Sorry,
a
Yeah.
lot of
Robinhood.
time on mechanics and not actually making something happen in the trade. Like
Yeah.
having
I
to
mean,
type in how much and then making you figure out the two totals. I'm like, come on, Robinhood.
but like
It's
sorry, go ahead, Ralph.
all against you. That's all I was saying. Go ahead.
And I
Robinhood
had a
could do
nice,
better.
I had a nice little profit, and I'm like, it's out next week. It's Friday. I just want to get out. I just want to get out, take my money, and walk away. And here I am going in, and I haven't traded on Robinhood in a while. And I'm like, okay, let me see where the bid and the ask's at. Okay, well, 175, 178. Let me get in between 176, $1.76, $1.77. And then by the time I type in 176 and I go over my mouse to click it, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoop, oh no, didn't miss that one. And then let me go back.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah,
either you sell it at market or you sell it at bid and just get rid of it.
yeah,
They
yeah.
want you to sell at bid because they just ripping you off.
That's it. And you got to repeat that process on both going in and getting out.
Yeah. So I'll
Man.
do it. Like I said, I do it just to build up that account a little bit. But
Another thing that pisses me off is when you're at a loss, they seem like they take more than what it seemed like you originally got out at.
where's my phone at?
Sure.
Let me see if it's the same. Well, I
Don't
can't test it.
Robinhood have a desktop or web version of their phone app?
They do.
They do, but I don't think it's the same thing. I don't know. Let me see. Let me take a look.
You never had Robinhood, Mark?
No. I don't want to be robbed. I'm getting robbed enough. I don't need more robbing.
That's
I
actually
mean,
why
it was
I'm
that
not
same
the
way
one.
with Fidelity. Fidelity, shows all the contracts, but it don't show you what the current, the one that's the price. It's just all one big chart. That's why I like Webull. They got it dumbed down. They got the price right in the middle. Everything above it's in and out of the money. It's dumbed down. You don't have to search around and see what the current price is and all that jazz.
Love it.
Right.
You could set up multiple orders on one thing. You could do a stop loss and a take profit, or you can do pretty much. We've got it going on in that fact. And
if they would just get a trailing stop on contracts, that would be great.
Ooh, they'll be killing the game then, won't they?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
Yes, they would.
Yes, it
That
would.
would be great. One of my favorite movies.
Me too.
I'm not just bashing. Robinhood do have some strong. Robinhood is for longer time. That's it.
Yeah. Nope.
Huh?
You got to punch in.
It's
You
the
got to
same
punch.
thing.
Yeah, they give you the price there. It tells you what is the mid price in theory. Like right now, I'm looking at a call for 12.8 on AMD at 122. They have the bid at 235, the ask at 239. So between 6, 7, 8, I say 7 would be your mid price. It tells you 237 in very, very faded letters and then or numbers. Then you just type in the two. But then by the time you type it and you hit review and then you swipe up to submit it, it's gone already.
Yeah, heck with that.
Yep. What's that other broker? The one I never heard of. I mean, I guess I heard of him.
What'd you say, eToro?
eToro?
Yeah. How they stock, how they executions and stuff.
Yeah, they're not. Like I said, it's just play money in there. There's a couple $100 in there, but it's also
they have a whole bunch of new.
Yeah, it's not that great either. Honestly, I think yeah. As much as we sometimes hate Webull for certain things that it does, I think Webull's still a lot better.
Hey, Webull got a lot better than the pack, I believe. Because what else they got? They got the Moo.
Have you guys tried Moo?
Tasty Works.
I set up an account for it just for news, and I haven't done it. I've never put any money in it. As a matter of fact, I haven't looked at it since probably the week after I set it up.
Yeah, I mean, even so, too.
Even SoFi and all these other ones you can trade with now. So it's just every week or somebody else pops up.
For SoFi
comes to store my money somewhere. I'd rather have it in a little bit bigger place.
Wow, they got brokers that I don't even know about.
Yeah,
there's hundreds of them out there, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's on an average contract. I mean, a good gain, and for me, is if I'm getting 20%, if I'm looking at the profit and losses, which you're not supposed to do. If it gets up, that's why I kind of getting away from looking, because once it gets a 20% gain, I start getting nervous. I quit looking at it myself and just watch the chart. If you get a good entry, if I saw after the fact that I made 20% or more of my money, I'm thrilled to death.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to death with 5%, but 20% return on your money in a couple of minutes sometimes. Hey,
yeah, you can't beat that.
I'll take that every day. I'll take that every day.
Can't beat that.
Well, it's fine. You gonna finish this video?
I am.
Why? You did it.
I know, right? Yeah, if you shut the hell up.
You're a genius.
Right? You made money. You didn't lose a ton of money, and you're still able to trade today, right?
I love it, man. This is
You're not giving nothing back.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. At the end. We were at
Jerry.
Using Evo strategy, take profitable trade.
Here's where people will get nuked. Let me show you an Oxy. Let's say they didn't trade here. They cherry picked it. First mistake, but it happened. We jumped in here. It's flat. Then you're like, oh, I don't like it. And then it breaks up here and you're like, I'm out, right? Does this look like everybody? This is
That's
the
the
point to take
scenario
the
you
money.
was
You were
talking
so
about,
far
though.
into money, you turned this winner into a loser, right? You literally went from a massive green trying to hold this thing till the cows come home, and you let it come all the way back up to where you were. And then you get into this range like, well, I don't know. Well, then, of course, pay dirt, but still, you're putting yourself through all these damn emotions when you really didn't need to. For me, if I enter this trade right here and it jerks really hard, I'm out. This candle is 5% candle in the single candle. So if you entered
Wow.
here and it did this one, you're already up.
And you just said 5% is already a huge gain. So, okay,
Yes.
that's interesting. So he said the way that jerked, he would have gotten out there because Coach is a scalper too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 'cause
So he would have taken his money there.
the
and not-
acceleration. The acceleration is so good on that. When
Yeah.
those big candles form nice and tall and there's no wicks, that's
Yeah.
money right there.
Yeah, that's that gamble.
But we're playing the EWO. On
Yeah.
The foot.
And look at that pullback. That's what happened to me yesterday, but I had no choice. I got stopped out. I didn't have to get out.
And this is simultaneous. If you look, this is where, and it's not telling you to get out here. So if you're a scalper, you're going to get out here. If you're an EWOer, you're going to stay in because it never tells you down here on the EWO bars to get out of that.
Right. And
Up
it's
at
below
least
VWAP.
15-20%
Yeah.
on that candle if you didn't even wait till the whole thing.
I'm telling you.
That's awesome.
It's something about that face ripper that just get me. I could be at break even stop loss. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of just shoot up and just rip your face off. I'd be like, I don't even know why I'm so mad. I had to stop already down the break even. Like, why am I so mad? I guess because I done held and waited through all that time. And I'm like, yes, finally I can just drag it on down. And then bam, 2 big green candles just come up and I don't even want to talk about it.
Me either. I just got over it.
Shout out to David and Arlo for the tips. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. You guys know how to take care of your hosts. Thank you so much, guys. You know I need it. Thank you. Love you guys so much. EWO entry training. We'll make this one.
So right here, we entered a
one,
2-minute. And
We'll do maybe this one and then one more, and then I'll let you guys go hang out with your families.
Yeah,
I always say, right, 25 to 40%. That rule changes the second it breaks. Let me show you what I mean by that. It came down here. It did exactly what you wanted to do. Then it moved back up. It broke, and it held above VWAP. That tells me to get out, right? That tells me to get out. In this trade, I wouldn't be here. You right? If you were in this trade still and it did all this, congratulations to you. But I'm telling you, if this breaks up here, back up to above VWAP, I'll just take the money I made from here to here and I want out. I don't worry about this move because it broke everything that it was supposed to do. It bounced. It couldn't hold. It stayed up here. I am out. Okay. So that wouldn't be a bad trade if you're like, well, coach, I didn't want to stay in it. Well, hell no, I wouldn't stay in it anyways because the next move should have been here, right? So nobody panic. Sometimes this move will happen. That makes sense to everybody?
Yep. Thanks, coach.
You're welcome. Because otherwise, right, if you got like nerves of steel, you went here to here to here. This is tough. This is a tough trade because as soon as this bounced back up here and it stayed, I don't want it. Okay. So.
Yep. Thanks, coach.
Was that you?
Yeah, I don't know if I was on Spy.
Yeah, that definitely sounded like you.
That's probably not me.
Here we go. Tesla.
The first one
Yeah,
sounded
Tesla's
like
still
Bruno,
on.
but I don't know. I don't think that was Bruno.
Yeah, that was Bruno. What the hell?
Yeah.
Look at this one.
Yeah. Those
Wow.
battle. Like
That's
at the
two
end of that
nice
spot.
trades right there.
Yeah, it is. But
On that 2 minutes. So if you're in the 2 minute EWO on Tesla, you're still sitting pretty. It's still below VWAP. This is a really good place to be on your 2 minute, by the way.
You didn't know it could do that? You can fast forward it. It's so crazy. If you hold it in.
Do you guys want
Tesla's still on that 2 minute.
Huh?
Do you guys want to chart out AMD real quick after this?
Yeah, let's do that.
You know I'm always down for that
So if
chart.
you're in the 2-minute
Yeah, let's do
EWO
it.
on Tesla, you're still sitting pretty. It's still below VWAP. This is a really good place to be on your 2-minute, by the way. So let's say this was your 2-minute around here. The nice thing is because it's below VWAP. Do you see that?
Good time to get in right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was at the 2-minute. Now you're scalping, but yes. Do you know? Can you tell me why? Yep. VWAP. You can see right here it changed.
Color
Our
change.
2-minute happened. The second,
candle.
now the third 2-minute is longer than the other 2-minute.
Yep.
You can see it's stair stepping. It's staying below VWAP. You
It's
see
below
all
VWAP,
these
yep.
indicators. That's a lot happening saying, yeah, that's good.
All right. That concludes the video portion of the watch party. We're going to have Bruno now. He's going to chart out AMD for us. All right, I see it.
I hope it ain't raining good. It's not. I don't know. It might start. I hope it don't rain on that parade, bro.
It always rains on my parades.
I'm not.
How about the cliche, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I like the Christmas
All right.
parade. That was the best one.
All right. Bruno's
What's
going to do
happening?
AMD.
Talk to us, Bruno. Talk to me, Goose.
What is it?
Yeah,
This is
I got to do some catching.
a 12 month. Wait, this is a 1 year chart. Wait, 6 months, 12 months.
What do you got up there, Bruno?
For 3 months.
Approaching a daily, a double top.
We're doing that top down. He's doing that top down analysis. I thought I wasn't paying attention. I'm focused on the Monday. He started putting support and resistance lines in. See, I'm trying to keep up. Okay. That top down analysis is the truth. All right. That's where the most buyers and sellers stand right there. Price get in that area right there is going to be making the decision, okay? The strong hands got positions in that area, Don. All right, they've been holding on forever. You are not about to shake them out, right? You go below their price, thinking you're going to stop them out. Guess what they're going to do? Buy more, okay?
Yep.
They in it to win it.
Yep.
Just imagine those people that bought back there. They rich.
Time frame you in there? Oh, one day, or is that 1 hour? I can't see.
All right, let's get that introduction ready.
Is that a 1 day? Yeah, no, that's a weekly.
What's up, girl? What's up, girl? Hey, go, hey.
Oh, gee, there goes
What's
the,
up, girl?
goes the neighborhood.
There goes the show. There goes the show.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just got done with my son and his girlfriend. I took them out for lunch. It's his birthday today. He's 22.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we went out.
Right.
Yeah, right. God, to be 22 again? Shit, I can't even. Wish I was 22. No, not 22. 32 maybe. Yeah, so just ate at a really good Mexican restaurant, little family mom and pop place, really good food. So
Cool.
Cool. Yeah.
You
Now I was
look
gonna go
happy.
home and yeah, I am actually. Whenever I hang out with Nick, my youngest one, he makes me happy. We're like that. He's my buddy, you know.
Sweet.
He's the non-judgmental one. He's the cool one.
There you go. You need them.
Yeah, we're buddies. So, yeah, now I was gonna go home, try and get there before it gets dark out, and do some Christmas lights outside.
Okay.
Cool. We got a few of us in here just watching some AMD. Bruno's about to chart it out.
When did you guys get on? I just decided to check, and I saw you were on. How long you been on?
Since 4:30. I mean 3:30.
Oh, I don't even know what time it is now.
Oh, that's Eastern
so a couple hours.
Yeah.
Couple hours, then it's almost 3:30 here. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad I checked. I wanted to say hi because I saw you guys here.
Aw, we're glad you did.
Hey.
Glad you're
Yeah, me
feeling
too.
better. You seem like you're better.
Yeah. Every time I hang out with Nick, I feel good. I just, I feel good. I'm happy.
That's good.
Yeah. A hug
That's
does
like
a
me. I
lot. It's
played my
crazy.
bass this week. I lost a couple dollars, so I ended up playing my bass a lot this week. I didn't play the drums as
That
much,
makes
but
you
I
feel
played.
good.
Yeah, I'm a musician, man. Playing music always makes me feel better. Mark, I know you know what I'm
Yep.
talking about.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love to sing and all that. That makes me feel good. I don't want nobody else to hear it. I'll sing loud as can be in the shower, in the car. Nobody has to
Yeah.
hear it, but it makes you feel good. It's just a good feeling. Yeah. Yeah, so that's good. And a hug. I mean, hugs, they always say that, a hug, it can change everything. It really does.
It
You
does.
realize I realize how long it's been since I had a hug. When I hug my soul, I'm like, oh, I haven't had a hug from anybody. I don't know how long. And it feels
Aw.
good. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Everybody
So,
give Christina a virtual hug right now.
yeah. But human touch, it's crazy. You realize it when you don't have it for long, like when you're not close with
Oh,
anybody.
hell yeah. The pandemic
Yeah.
put everybody through that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was still touching people during the pandemic. I didn't stay home.
See,
That sounds
that's how
kind
you
of
end
You're not
creepy.
it.
supposed.
That sounds like
You're
you're
not
creepy.
supposed to stay there.
Huh? What?
That's how that shit spread.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. Yes.
I didn't spread nothing. I did catch it, but
I know.
I
That's
was
why
out
you
and
got
about all the time. Yeah, probably. Because I was with my friend and she was sick, and I knew she probably had it. I'm like, give me a drag of that, I didn't care. I didn't care. It was a cold. I thought it was like a
Oh
cold.
my God.
I got to stay at a hotel by myself for a week, so yeah, I didn't mind at all. Give me that shit so I can get out of here. That's how I was.
Wow.
Yeah, slept on a hotel couch for a week. I don't know why I slept on the couch. I just passed out, couldn't move. Yeah, that was nice. So anyhow, yeah. So you guys are gonna chart? Carry on. I'll listen. I can't
AMD.
watch.
Let me
Carry
tell you
on
how
my
good.
wayward son.
I
Let
think I'm
there
gonna
be
try
peace
this for a
when you are
while.
done.
Yep.
Christine,
Where your weary head to? Don't you cry no more.
Don't you
I,
cry no more.
Oh,
I know you
Da,
can't
da,
hear
da,
it, but
da,
the
da, da.
Dun, 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 dun.
whoa.
Boom, boom,
Watch, you might get a YouTube
boom.
violation.
I know, right?
I will.
Yeah, right. For singing it. Hey, you guys aren't echoing, are you?
Yeah,
A
I
little
was
bit.
just about to say it's
Not as
in and
bad
I was
as
out,
gonna
it
say,
but
usually
wasn't
is.
too
That's why we
different.
haven't said anything. But yeah, a little bit.
I'm
why does it
sorry.
do it though?
I don't know. I tried CarPlay. I tried the Bluetooth. I don't know what it is. It's my phone, probably. My phone, all the cameras are smashed. I think one is good. You zoom out way, and then you can get a good shot or something. Like everything's a mess. I
But you got the
drop the phones. I
YouTube
throw
turned
them
off
out.
though.
I'm on the YouTube. That's how I'm with you guys. That's it though.
Right, so she
Like it
don't have
doesn't
it
go into
turned off
restream. It's
then.
right from the YouTube, I guess, because I
Oh,
don't
I
have
don't
anything
know.
else open.
I never logged in from my
Once
phone.
you
If I
get
want to go
on,
to something else, I have to go into my Safari.
once you get into
Yeah, I have
Restream,
to open up
close
a
your
new thing to
YouTube,
go to that.
mute your YouTube.
Whenever
Once
I
you
go
After
get
to
you
on
get
the,
it,
whenever I go to that, all the screens go black. That's when I can't see anything. When I go onto my Safari into the Restream site and I get rid of YouTube, all the screens go black, and they still echo. I don't know. It's the phone probably. I need a new phone. So
Me too.
I'll get one eventually.
Me too.
So I'll
what
go
are we
to
doing with?
mute so you guys can talk and chart and all that without echoing and getting irritated with that. I'll mute. I'll listen.
All right.
I'm just gonna be here
Yeah,
listening.
you do it. That way you can turn it back on when you want to say something.
Yeah, I
Right.
want to blurt something in there. Bruno, I won't.
So let me tell you how slow I am. I had the indicator the whole time, right? Went to the email, got it up. And so I realized, I was like, well, what's the big difference when Bucket had the channel on? I'm like, I'm thinking, well, he used a regression channel. I didn't realize that I had to get rid of my indicator and put the new one on there. I did that last night, and when it came up, it had everything on there. All my settings was reason. I said I can't even handle this. So I think I'm gonna just go to just have the Evo at the bottom, GWAP, and maybe like a 200 moving average. It's something about a clean chart. Like I don't like a lot of stuff on my chart. You know.
Dude, I've gotten to where I only have VWAP on there now.
To each
Like
his
really.
own, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah,
have the 21 and the 55 on there in the MA 200, but lately I've just been looking at VWAP.
I be rotating between that cloud. Sometimes I'm on it, sometimes I don't. But
Yeah,
really, between
it's easy to turn on and off, add,
yeah.
subtract.
But to those
Them
people
guys
that be
did
like,
do a good job. They did do a great job though with this new indicator. It really
Well,
looks
and that's
nice.
the thing.
yeah,
I'm only on Weeble. I keep forgetting now that I have the trading view. I got to get used to looking at that. I did look at it Friday. I looked at it yesterday, but I got to get used to looking at that more often and playing around with it.
to them people that be like, you need to be trading the naked chart. Shout out to Nate. I can't do it. I gotta have the Evo. I can't trade without the Evo. I can't do it. I can't
I
trade
don't
without
blame
the
you.
Evo.
What you got, Bruno?
Oh, you guys ready?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, I just looking at different time frames, starting 12-month, and then so obviously some are going to be almost identical, 4-hour and the daily. Let's see, what color did I have for that? So I'll just take the color straight down from here and then make my way down. Just use the colors that are in the row, just so you can identify what's a critical area versus what's not. If it touches multiple times throughout, touching and you see it multiple times, like something like this, that's going to be critical, major for that. That's how I learned it. Let me go down to the 5 minute. 5 minute. I'm going to be around this range here because if AMD is staying in the 120 range, then I'll worry about anything down below. But this is what it looks like here. So this is on the 5 minute, and then I got the 2 minute, which I can add a couple. Actually, no, I think I should be okay. Might be able to tweak some here. Let's see if I can make this smaller. So we could probably split one of these here. See this area? Touched it here, here, and also came back down here. So we'll probably add one right here in the middle, just to give me a little bit more cushion, a little bit smaller range. So for it to go from 122.66 all the way up to 123.54, I want to catch the one in the middle in case there's any kind of rejection in between those two numbers.
So you want to know what I think, Bruno?
What do you think?
With that spike down right there, and then
This
move
thing?
up it. Yes, if it can get through that white line above that, it's going right up there to that one, then it'll get rejected. The
white one touches many times here, so
Okay.
and to the upside and down. So
you think it's going to pull back to that and then? Well, no,
I mean, I don't know.
right
This
there.
remember this was we had a little bit of news going on. Fed.
Oh yeah,
Fed
that's
fear.
right. Yep, that's right.
So you
What
might
is
not,
that level? What's the price of that right there? That one.
119.06.
Okay. So
That might be my area. That might be my area that if I can get it to come back down to that, and when I say if I can get it, if the market plays out that way and it comes back down to 119, that's where I'll probably buy in shares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then wait for it to come back. That's my area for entry. So just like how Nate says, I'm waiting in the weeds. That's me waiting in the weeds.
Not for nothing. It probably will do that because it looked like somebody put a big position on right there.
Yeah, even below that, 118 range, 118.22, it came down this low, and then after that, it's just been. I just moved it. Jeez, hold on.
And they got a lot of touches on that line.
Moved it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Moved it from here, right there.
Wow.
Yeah, so 118, 119 range. That's going to be me buying in shares. Unless there's some disastrous news or some global event that happens and everything just starts falling uncontrollably, you'll get a feel. You'll understand.
Then once they get above that line where you got your cursor at right now, that's what's selling off at.
Right here, we'll draw this one.
Mm-hmm.
The 124.78, roughly 124.78. Touched it, rejected it 3 times.
All right, these numbers.
Yep, and then the 125.76, it came up real quick, rejected it twice here, 1 and 2. So 125.76, if it breaks that to the upside, That's going to be the critical area right there. So about $4 range, 4 and some change.
119.26. You said no.
For which one?
For the line
19. What did I have it at?
right there. What the line
Well,
is?
it's 119.06, and then below that is 18.64. I'll probably take it at 119.06, or if it keeps going 118.64, I'll pick up some shares there. To see if I
could go down. Yeah, if it take that one out.
Yes,
because that's what I see a lot of is whenever it take out that critical level, it usually reverse. Well, and that's not just AMD, just in general.
There we go. We'll leave those prices up right there. That's what I want to be.
That's a good setup right there. You see how that when that strong pull up with the news, it was news, but it was enough momentum to get up above that pre-market.
Yeah, the 122.66 is going to be next week. We'll look out for that. 122.66. I like that. Above that. But like I said, we do, well, like I always been saying, let's take the market each day, one day at a time.
Yes.
Play with the market gives you.
Don't try to predict highs or lows, but if it touches those areas, that down 118.64, 119.06, I'll take some shares. Thank you. All right.
I've been doing that constantly. I just wait and just
I haven't charted in like 3 days. Since the tickets ran wild, I haven't been able to
do anything else.
Yeah. But now I'm ready. I'm ready for Monday. I'll compare. I'll see what my pre-market gives me and see if those lines are pretty accurate. And if they are, if I have to adjust a little bit, I will. But most of the time, it's pretty accurate.
Cool.
That's it. I know you
well,
wanted to
thank you for doing that.
You got it.
And giving us some levels to look out for. Hopefully you guys took some notes on that.
Or
maybe screen recorded it.
Not financial investing advice. Please use your stops. And please understand there's risk involved in stock market trading.
The only thing I'm worried about is that 122 being able to stop. That's the only thing that can stop my price from going up to. We'll see though.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. All of us are. Thank you guys so much.
Put your fingers on the pulse. Put your fingers
right.
on the pulse.
That's why the level is there.
4 a.m. Monday. 4 a.m. Monday.
Everybody.
I'll see y'all at 7:15. 8:15.
You're not coming to the pre-market.
I'll see you at 4.
Hi, guys.
I bet you one day Bruno's going to show up in there.
He comes in there. He came in there the other day.
He's there. He just doesn't talk.
With tickers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, everybody have a good rest of your weekend.
All right,
you too.
Dawn, this is a good show. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. And everybody that said something to the show, thank you guys. Makes it all worth it even more. Have a good weekend,
Christine,
guys.
all right,
Later.
Bruno.
Later.
Christina, be safe. Bye, Bruno.
Bye.
Have a great weekend. See you guys tomorrow night.